We're up.
What is up? It's the water hole. I
with
am
Frank and Horse.
Yeah, Frank and Horse. I've been renamed Frank, but I'm actually here under court order.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
I do have an attorney sitting across the desk from me, and he'll let me know what I can and can't say about this situation. But
my attorney is right across the table. I hired actually the same attorney Jim Rome hired to sue 12 Wood for trying to get his show or his son on the show. So it's yeah, Mr. Melvin over there.
Mr. Melvin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rome's personal attorney.
Very good.
Yeah.
I've got Mr. Vandalay. He's across he's across the table from me. They have a wide spectrum of businesses, but attorney services are some of their best. But no, dude, welcome to be back for you. Holy crap, you guys held down the fort. You and Frank had some really, really good stuff.
Frank is good people. Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. I'm trying to think. Where are the eyeballs at? Are we live? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we are a half hour off. I didn't advertise it this morning. I threw a commercial up an hour ago late. You didn't retweet it, so your people didn't see it. So
well, that's part of that was not in the agreement between our attorneys. A retweet was not
authorized. A retweet. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Should have put it in.
Hey, does your attorney? Am I allowed to play drops of you?
Oh, Johnny Boy in New York.
Am I allowed to play that, or is that violating the court?
Oh, Johnny Boy in New York. Mr. Vandalay. Allowable.
All right. Then I can say this too.
The hell are you talking about, Ryan?
Yeah.
Boy, you gave me a lot of content on that call. I mean, we've got to open the show with that. You haven't had a chance to talk about that. We've also got...
Feel good about yourself, Ryan. Ryan trying to be Mr. Cool is so great.
I got more.
I needed clarification on what the hell Ryan was talking about.
And that's just what I could pull for the last... I had 45 minutes to pull that this afternoon.
Jim, you don't need clarification. You knew exactly.
The hell are you talking about, Ryan?
Jim, you knew exactly what I was talking about. Come on, Jim.
Feel good about yourself, Ryan.
I do feel good about myself, Jim.
The hell are you talking about, Ryan?
Jim, you're the one.
Ryan trying to be Mr. Cool is so great.
I am Mr. Cool, Jim. You are the one that is mistaken. Yeah, so there's a lot to play with there.
You know which one I think I'm going to use the most? This will probably be the one that gets...
The hell are you talking about,
Ryan?
That'll
be the one that gets dropped the most. Whenever we're doing a thing and you're just like boring me to death.
The hell are you talking about, Ryan?
You're going to hear that a lot. By the way, I did my due diligence, and I also made sure those got into the hands of Headstrom Bacon.
Oh.
So enjoy that. So if you are on a show and I'm not there, you're going to hear...
Feel good about yourself, Ryan.
You're going to hear that shit, so...
Yeah, I can see that coming from a mile away. Him and his bacon bits. But see, that's the thing. You need to call the show, so then I have some material to work.
I'm a coward.
You're not a coward.
See, I know how to stay in my lane. I'm Twitter. I used to text the show. I used to fax the show, email the show, and I now tweet at the show.
Haunted Horse. Wait, you know something I don't know?
Yeah, I do, Jim. Ryan, drop.
Johnny Boy in New York.
God. You were so loose with that call, man. You're all, woo, hey, the Rexy boy, and yeah. That was funny.
You know what? Give me an air. Give me an F. I'll take the
minus. Yeah. All right. So there it is. No, good team content, dude. That and that jumped the day, and yeah. You know what? Someday I will call the show, but I'm not. I mean, right now I'm starting to fall out of it because other than people telling me, you know, when the club, you know, team Marco Polo gets on, you know, so if like, you know, if Beeks has a call or you or Bacon, you know, they always say, hey, you know, this was on the show, and then I'll go back and listen to it. I'm listening to a lot of reinvention projects. So, and then I'm deep diving on some of those guys. I'm going to buy Jocko Willnick's book on discipline equals freedom. That's.
So you're Team Jocko.
Well, I'm not necessarily Team Jocko, but he was on, Jim Rome's podcast, and discipline is I look at it this way. Discipline right now, because you want to do this, and you are doing this full time. I want to do this full time. And discipline is my probably Achilles heel on, me pulling.
Feel good about yourself, Ryan.
I need to spend more time doing this stuff and less time playing video games and, goofing off. So I need Jocko to tell me, get the hell to work, maggot. I'm used to that. So, I need a drill sergeant. So that's kind of where I'm leaning.
Yeah, but it's funny though. Like you have, and it's no secret, you're very passionate about this. You have fun doing your build outs. You have fun doing drops. So it's not like you're walking with your tail between your legs, like, oh shit, I got to do this now.
You know what though? The problem is I'm not. Is there anyone? There's people here. They're just not chatting. I have issues with making myself do this when I'm not in the mood to do it. So it's easy to do it when you're like in that space. There are times where I'm really creative and it's easy. And then there's times where I need to do some nuts and bolts work. It's easy to do the fun stuff. It's not easy to do the not so fun stuff. Like out in the yard. I like gardening, like growing stuff, and then I get to eat it, tomatoes and stuff. I don't necessarily like mowing the lawn. So it's easier to go out and like pick tomatoes and, water the garden, and it's harder to, it's that. So anyway, boring. You know what? I moved my crickets drop.
The hell are you talking about, Ryan?
That's where my crickets drop used to be. So I gotta figure out where I gotta put the crickets back in there. Anyway, that took I want my drops in a line, so your drops are right together, and then the other drops are together, and so anyway.
Fair enough. So I gotta ask you a question. Where's the doll? The doll's not hanging behind you.
Oh yeah. The picture, isn't that the one Tyler found? Isn't that the guy with the doll? Okay, yeah. The
fedora,
my doppelganger or whatever. Yeah.
That was solid.
Speaking of that, Beards, Bittersweet Marie posted on Twitter. She watched my commercial for the show, and she said, "Shave that thing off your face. It makes you look like an old man." And my reply was, first of all, I am an old man. And second of all, she is the first person that's on team no beard, because everybody else has been like, "Don't shave it," and then Wells getting aroused is kind of disturbing. That probably makes me want to shave it more than Marie telling me to shave it.
Yeah,
it's disturbing.
Well, it doesn't take much for old Wellsy to get going.
Wells needs to be given the cold hose. Like the dog, when the dog starts humping your leg, get the hose.
Yep. You get the squirt bottle.
Yes. Oh, man, that's disturbing.
No,
that
dude,
guy,
I told you,
that guy doesn't have a filter. If it pops into his brain, he says it.
That's the beauty of Wells.
Oh, my gosh.
Beauty of Wells.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Yeah, we're talking about horny Wells.
Horny Wells. Yeah, when you came back from your trip, I was like, dude, keep it going.
And it was still scroungy then. I started growing it about 10 days out of that cruise, because I didn't want to shave on the cruise. I just didn't want to fucking mess with it.
It's vacation.
So it was pretty scraggly on the cruise, but Anyway, it got past the wife hates it stage, and that's the scraggly stage where it hurts.
Huge.
It's like go to kiss her goodbye for work, and it's like So anyway, let's see what we got catching up to do. You've been MIA for 3 shows because your stupid basketball team, the Sacramento
playoffs,
Kings, decided that we're not going to go to the playoffs for 16 years. But now that Horse and Rhino have a show, we're going to fuck it all up. So you had 2 games. So I had Hedstrom step in for you, which was awesome.
Yep.
And then Frank stepped in, as you said, which was also awesome. That was fun. So Frank wants me to do his show, and unfortunately it's on during my DJ show. We go head to head, but I figured it out, and he doesn't even know this yet. I'm going to tell him. I will pick a Friday. We can pick a Friday. I will do his show, and I will move my show to a Saturday. So I will do his show since he was nice enough to do this show. So
I would argue you could almost do his show while doing
that's trick. That's hard. That's what she said. That's hard because the songs and like play a song and I'm talking and then he's like, so ask me a big question. It's like, hey everyone, I'm back. It's like,
No, I got you.
You can do a dual show. But my interviews are like 3.5 minutes long, Frank says. There he is. That's how you get people to chat. You start talking about them. And then people will start chatting. the Tyler and Oshkosh, man. It was 80 degrees there today.
Yeah. Have you seen Tyler lately? Like, have you seen any pictures of him or anything?
He Marco Polos me. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's enjoying the sunshine.
Yeah.
Out in Wisconsin.
We were talking stocks today. You're in that group, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All these Marco Polo groups. I don't know who's in them, who's out of them. Yeah.
Yeah, the cool kids.
Yeah.
Speaking of Frankie brought me into.
Market.
Yeah, he does. I heard that on the show. That was cool. I like how he positions himself.
Yeah.
And also how he does stock market. Hey, no, but Frank, I was gonna say I got added to the O&P group.
Oh, wow.
I was very, very honored to be added to that.
Polo and then Twitter DM group?
That's Twitter DM, but then I was quickly taken out of it, and I'm like, just like that.
Wait, they took you out or you left?
No, Frank took me out just like that. I didn't make the cut. He brought me in. He's like, I think Rhino needs some love after what happened. And then I'm in there
the call, and then they're like, oh loser.
Across the board, everybody. Terrible. And then all of a sudden it flipped, and it's like, this is funny now.
Yeah.
So,
Ryan trying to be Mr. Cool is so great.
Yeah. I am Mr. Cool, Jim.
Yeah, trying to be. He didn't say you were. He said you're trying to be.
Yeah, but I actually am. I don't have to try. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, it's weird starting the show a little bit early, right?
Yeah. So, and everyone, we're doing that. Ryan's got a show. He's doing it 7, talking about the Kings. So, there you go. Jim in Indiana's in. He's probably trying to figure out why we're starting early. Yeah. What the hell is this?
What's up, Tyler? Jim?
Tyler, was it 80 degrees today? We want to know. Did you actually hit 80? Or was it like 79 and then it pussed out? Did you hit 80? We had snow this morning. So we almost had a record-setting latest. Ooh, 83, he says. That's probably warmer than Sacktown, right?
Possibly, yeah.
We almost had the latest in the year measurable snowfall. It didn't stick. It was just in the air and it hit the ground and it didn't stick. But last year at this time, we had the latest measurable snowfall in Portland, and I got stuck on the freeway for 4 hours and had to shit in my van. That was 1 year ago yesterday, the anniversary of the shitting in the van.
You remember the anniversary, just like it was yesterday. We had the latest
snowfall, and that snow, because the trees they had leaves on them already. You had this wet snow on these trees that have leaves, and then they just went over the road, and I was stuck on the road for 4 freaking hours. Wait, tell the shit in the van story because you haven't heard it, or tell the shit in the van story because you liked it so much the first time you heard it that you want to hear it again. I know he has heard it. I've said it in Marco Polo.
Yeah, but I'm with Tyler. Tell it. Tell the shit in the van story. It's the 1 year anniversary. You got to give it. You got to give it a little birthday party.
Upper 70s in Indiana, so everybody but Little Pacific Northwest is getting nice weather. We were in the 40s today and started out in the 30s with snow. So. Shit in the van story. So, yeah, I was headed to work. I have a Sprinter Mercedes, by the way. My work vehicle is a Mercedes van. And I was headed to work, and I have to go over this hill, which is about 1,000-foot elevation. And all of a sudden, traffic is stopped, and I get out my little phone, and I look at Google Maps, and I see that horrible icon. It's a red circle with a white line through it. Ryan just dumped. Speaking of dumps. So, let's see if we can get in here. Oh, there he is. So, is that your internet going out?
No.
Okay.
Accidentally.
Okay. No, that's all right. So, I see on the little map where I'm going, the little red circle with the white dash through it, which means the road's closed. I'm like, oh, shit. And then I start seeing tweets from the news saying, Highway 26 is closed. Trees across the road. The snow on the trees. Estimated time of reopening unknown. And I'm like, Oh, and that's about the time my Diet Coke, which is my morning coffee, starts kicking in. And I'm like, uh-oh.
What'd you have for breakfast that morning?
I have oatmeal for breakfast every morning. So this was probably dinner working its way out. And I'm like, oh, no. And I'm in lane 3 with the center divider, which is the concrete divider, 2 full lanes of cars to the right of me, cars total behind me and in front of me. So this is where you start going into survival mode. So I'm looking across this divider. Now, unfortunately for me, traffic coming the other way is doing 60. It's flying. It's in the reverse traffic congestion of going in rush hour. And the trees apparently didn't fall across that. So they're doing 65. So I'm like, can I run 3 lanes, a 65-mile-an-hour tractor with my legs crossed going to go try to find a place to go? And then what happens if the road opens up and my van is stuck in the traffic? So anyway, that was, hey, Liz, you made it just in time.
Hi, Liz.
For the shit in the van story.
Shit in the van story.
So anyway, luckily, we sell restroom supplies. So I have cases of toilet paper. I have trash bags, 50-gallon black trash bags. So I developed my plan. I stuck trash bags, taped it up with painter's tape on the windows, and then left a little teeny slit so I could make sure traffic wasn't moving. And then I got my trash can. And in between my bucket seats, I used the armrests, and I let it fly. I had my liner in the trash can, and then I tied that off, put it in the back of the van, and then waited another 3.5 hours for that freaking road to open up. So I would have never made it. It was either going in the trash can or my pants.
I guess the question is, was like your first thought when traffic was just come to a complete stop, what if I have to shit? Because when you have the what if I have to shit or the what if I have to pee, then if your mind fixates on it, it's like, it's going to be go time.
No, the caffeine started kicking in. If traffic was running and it was 30 minutes or whatever, I would have made it. But knowing that the road was closed, and I'm like, I can wait a half hour, but I am not going to make it. And just the longer I sat there, the more I'm like, oh, we ain't going to move. I'm stuck here. So,
well, something was going to move.
Yeah, something was going to move, man. It's like, it's like, I mean, you know what? It's the closest. This is so horrible. This analogy is so bad. Is this why this is called the watering hole? Yeah, we talk about bodily movements. You know those women that are in labor and they don't make it to the hospital? That's basically what I did. I didn't make it to the hospital. But you know what? Luckily, I am in the job I'm in, because I literally have a toilet paper dispenser right over my shoulder. And if anyone's wondering why that is, so I can blow my nose while I'm driving. So I'm driving down the road and I'm like, I got to blow my nose. Toilet paper. Wad it up. So luckily I was prepared. My whole life prepared me for that one moment. From getting the job interview to, yeah. Anyway.
Excuse me. Paul's dog is causing some issues. 1 second.
Paul's dog. You know what? I can't. Boy, when I have inside knowledge of other shows. Anyway, there might be a Paul's dog interview in the future. I just can't say where or when, but I'm just saying. I think we found Paul's dog. I think Paul's dog is going to be on a show in the next couple of weeks.
Interesting. So, Liz, hey, one more thing.
Liz, it's Liz.
What the heck was that?
Wait. Oh, I got to put that next to this one. Wait, hold on.
What the heck?
Oh, shit. I got to wait for it to finish.
What the heck was that?
And then I got to go over 2 screens.
Feel good about yourself, Ryan.
That was the wrong one. Okay, wait. This is so bad.
What the heck was that?
Ryan trying to be Mr. Cool is so great.
It's Ryan trying to be Mr. Cool. Pretty shitty story.
What can I say?
Yep, Frank. Has anyone else ever crapped in their car? Believe it or not, I told that story, and another coworker had said that they had to do the same thing at one time. So there you go.
I've had to piss in the car.
I've done that.
Most guys have had to pull that card out.
That's a bottle, or find a cup or whatever. That I've done before. The other is a way bigger operation. So.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing: you were set up perfectly for it. Number one, like if it, like you said, had to happen, it couldn't have happened in a better place.
Yes. But
what I want to know, so if that's Liz in Falls City that's stuck on the freeway right next to you, right? Because like you're staggered, whatever.
I'd say yes. 99 cars around me. I was 1 in 100 that probably was prepared for it. Yeah, you're right. You're screwed.
That's not where I was going with it, but
sorry.
Yeah, you were. But if I'm stuck next to you, I think I would be less concerned about seeing you just drop a deuce right there between your 2 seats, your captain's seats.
Yeah.
And more concerned seeing you start taping up windows.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're going to paint the inside of the car. Like, what's this guy doing? You leave like a little crack.
See. Okay. So if Liz is next to me and she starts seeing me tape all the windows black, she's probably thinking, oh my gosh, this guy's going to rape somebody or kidnap somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That'd be disturbing, right? Or he's going to take a nap. I mean, where's your mind at, Ryan? That's the world we live in. Or he's going to take a nap.
But still, like, that's weirder than
he's going to start spanking it. There you go, Bacon, if you want to drop.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I already have that. So if I get a sponsor and a spank it, or whatever that drop he drops on me. Anyway.
You will never live down the one he dropped on you when you were talking to Hawk.
Oh, I know.
That was the immaculate.
Did he drop the herpy one or what? Which one did he drop? I forget. I think I have herpes.
He dropped the I really like to touch myself.
I really, really, really like to touch myself. Yeah, as Hawk's talking about me meeting his parents. Yeah, that was epic. And of course, if it's not the guest, I don't care. But the guest doesn't know we dropped that stuff. And I'm not on camera, so he can see my lips aren't moving.
That was the funny part.
Oh, man. Luckily, Hawk, if it was like, Father Jones at the local church or whatever, then I'm like, oh. Hey, I got an ostrich walking by me. Look at that. There's an ostrich right there. Look at that. Live. Speaking of drops, what was I going to say? Drops.
God,
I had a thought too. Son of a bitch. Anyway, that was awesome. What, the story about me crapping in the van? Tyler? Guys love stories like that. Actually, they would have liked it better if I went in my pants. Now, Pulldock has said that on the air.
On the air?
On the Stucknut Show. So I'm not saying it was like... So if it's talked about on the internet, I can talk about it. Yes, he was at the urinal and his son, and he was talking to his son about, sometimes you have gas at the urinal, except it wasn't gas at that time.
That's just okay. Oh, okay. That is your every run-of-the-mill, everyday sharp.
No, it triggered the whole thing. It was an evacuation.
I know it. Okay. I know it. Okay. So it triggered the whole thing, but the intent was not there. The intent is what matters when it comes down to shitting. It's if you have to take a shit and there's nowhere else to take a shit, then you choose to do your pants. You've chosen to shit in your pants.
By the way, yes, Liz on that topic said, "F the car. I'm finding a bathroom." She would have left the car and ran. where I was with these two freeway, you know what? The closest would have been about a half a mile to a hospital. So, you go in through the room and then you go into the, they have restrooms in the emergency area and everything else, urgent care. So that would have been but you've got to go, I would have had to go across the 3 lanes of 60-mile-an-hour traffic. And I can't leave my company. That's the problem. It's a company vehicle. It's like,
hey, you know what? Girls would do that though. Girls are weird about shitting. Like there's different rules. They don't want to do it in public.
Yeah.
Like so.
Dude, I don't like to go into a public restroom. I don't. I'm not a fan of it. I'll do it, but if I can train my body to just only handle business at home, I would. Yeah. Anyway.
I hear you.
Weird bathroom habits of Haunted Horse. Put Rhino back on the header or my lawyer will get involved. Thanks. Oh, yeah, I got to take... Frank's going to sue us if I don't pull Frank. What did you think about the Frank... where he put the old hair and old beard? He gave you.
I loved it.
Yeah,
it was like biker. It was like biker Rhino.
Yeah. All right, so there's that and there's that. Look at that. That's easily fixed.
Yeah, Frank did a great job with that, by the way.
Boy, we're blowing through the show. Oh, I'm sitting here thinking, God, we've gone an hour. No, we started on the half hour. Who starts a show on the half hour? Only idiots. Oh, Stucknut does. Never mind. Sorry, my bad.
Oh,
my bad. Starting shows on the half hour is lame.
What's wrong with starting shows on the half hour?
It's weird.
What's the big deal about starting the show on the half hour?
Because people don't find it. I always forget Stucknuts on, even when I write myself a note, because I'm like, oh, it's 6 o'clock. I'm like, oh, it's not on yet, and then I'm doing the thing, and it'll be like 6:50, and I'm like, oh shit, it started 20 minutes ago. Because I'm old. I grew up in the days where all the big shows started on the hour. You had the big show like Cheers or Cosby Show on the hour, and then whatever show they were trying to boost the ratings, they put it behind the big show. You didn't start Cosby Show at 7:30 or 8:30.
Yep, and Tyler brings up a good point.
8:00.
Ty brings up a good point. The half hour is the pregame show.
Yes.
It's the pregame to the main event.
Yeah. On the hour is showtime. All right. We've got
got some stories?
I do, but I wanted to handle that Rome thing first because
the hell are you talking about, Ryan?
That is funny, dude. That was good.
That thing got some more legs than I thought it was going to
get. Yeah, it did. I mean, I don't think it's got legs of, like, Wells being fat. I mean, that's run years.
Yeah.
Off of one picture posted on Twitter. And then even Hawk was talking about it on, having the one thing, Oh, and then Iray being homeless. That was the other one. That was funny.
Being homeless,
he talked to me. He goes, make sure you tell Rome you're not living anywhere. Set him up. Jeez.
It's funny, though, because we've got, like, the JTP and, our group here. But if something like that happens, I got flooded with messages from people that don't follow me.
Oh, yeah.
They found me, and it was crazy.
Dude, all those guys like Beeks when he got the fat gloss and then Wells, their Twitter counts go, up like 50, 60 people because people start tweeting at them and then they figure out that that's who that is. 12wood found V in the Fee on Twitter.
I know.
Because he
V
asked
and I
out
have
for him
been...
and then V responded. He goes, hey, this is me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. V and I have been shooting the shit. He's a Lakers fan.
Yuck.
Kings fan. So,
what about that game last night? Not that I want to talk about that very much, but I wasn't watching it live. I was watching the score, and I thought the Timberwolves, without Rudy Gobert, were going to beat the Lakers, and then they flamed out at the end.
Yeah. Well, both teams didn't play particularly well at the end, but they actually, the Timberwolves, I thought had a better chance of winning without Gobert. But yeah,
looked like it.
Look what we know. So, but yeah, it was a shitty game all the way around. But that's why it's the play-in tournament. It's not the playoffs.
I hate the Lakers so much, man.
I know.
Who are they playing? Oh, Memphis. I hope Memphis sweeps them. Screw the Lakers. Screw LeBron. Screw the Lakers. Screw the Dodgers, who are playing the Giants right now.
Screw the Warriors.
Screw the Warriors. Man, I think the Warriors are going to beat you guys.
Okay. Right.
I'm not the basketball expert that you are. I just think they I don't know. We'll see. They
are the favorites.
Yeah.
So time will tell.
Savvy veterans, they know how to they'll find your strength and then they'll pick at your weaknesses. And your strength is scoring, right? You guys outscore everybody. And anyway, I'm not going to get into that. I don't know the Kings that well, other than Fox is the one. If they can probably lock him down, they got you. So we'll see. Anyway,
we will see.
Yeah,
we will see.
All right, you got to talk about that in an hour. So let's not steal that. Grizz, win it all. Timestamp this. Lock Moda. There you go. Mock Moda. He owns Dutch Brothers stock like I do. So if he owns Dutch Brothers and I own Dutch Brothers and Tyler owns Dutch Brothers, you probably should buy some Dutch Brothers. Just saying.
I absolutely want to buy some Dutch Brothers.
There you
go. We spend a lot of money there.
Yeah, that's why I own it, because every time I drive by one, the fans are rabid and loyal.
But here's my concern about owning Dutch Brothers stock. A big, massive class action lawsuit.
Yep.
Like 20 years down the road, because none of their employees are going to be able to hear when they're
because of the music.
40 years old.
Frank was saying the same thing. They blast music. I thought you were going to talk about they're being sued right now by a shareholder group or something. I haven't dug into the lawsuit, but every stock I own gets sued by shareholders at one point in time, so I don't ever consider them a big deal.
I'm sure yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about something not boring. How about this?
All right.
People have been left miffed. Once again, the mirror from overseas, the pond in England. People have been left miffed at the fact. I usually have the stories there, so I'm looking in the camera, but I didn't do this right today. So, at a diner that has put bananas on a pizza, sparking a debate about whether fruit actually belongs on pizza. To me, I am not team pineapple on pizza, but if someone has Hawaiian pizza and that's the only pizza on the table, I will eat it. I don't even pick it off. I eat it. But I'm not a fan of pineapple on pizza. But bananas on pizza, is that disgusting or what? I have a picture.
Bananas on pizza has no place unless it is on a dessert pizza. A dessert pizza, the bananas would be pretty good.
Dessert pizza sounds, I've heard of that. It's just, dessert pizza, really? It's disgusting.
What's wrong with dessert pizza?
It's not pizza. It's a dessert.
Okay. Anyways, banana on pizza, no. And to your point about pineapple on pizza, 100% down for Hawaiian pizza. But if you have any other type of pizza and you add pineapple to it, it's a no-go.
Okay, so
pineapple is only allowable with ham. Period. End of story.
Well, Canadian bacon is ham. It's not bacon.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bacon. We should have our Canadian bacon expert, but I don't think he's in the audience.
That might upset
bacon
him.
Is Canadian bacon. So check this out. I think that they're going down the same thing that you're saying with this dessert pizza. Instead of a tomato base, it has peanut butter instead of the tomato paste, and then it's drizzled in honey. So it's not even
bring it on. Pizza. Bring it on. That's no different than a peanut butter and honey sandwich.
Pizza with peanut butter dough. Yeah, but you don't put it in the oven for 20 minutes. You eat it raw.
But you've never had Nutella warm?
You know what? I do not remember if I've ever tried Nutella. I know it's like this big thing. It's hazelnuts,
Nutella
right?
is a good thing.
Hazelnuts?
What's that?
Hazelnuts?
Hazelnut, yeah.
Which is the official nut of Oregon, by the way. The hazelnut.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, like I'm all good with that, man. And I bet if I close your eyes and said, "Open up your mouth," number one,
I wouldn't do it because I don't trust
me.
You.
Yeah.
Actually, if your name was Wells, I wouldn't do it.
But no, like if you didn't know that's what it was, and I gave you a bite of that, you would like it. If you like those ingredients.
If you said, "Hey, try a bite of this pizza," and my eyes were closed, and then I'd be like, when you're ever expecting some taste and then it's not the taste you're expecting, how no matter what it is, it's horrible. Yeah.
Okay, but
if you said, "Here, try this bite of dessert," okay,
yes,
maybe,
yes,
maybe.
That's
Tyler's going down the things that make you go track. Why do they put round food that is cut into triangles in a square box? Things that make you... Were you alive when Arsenio did that segment on his show? Things that make you go,
I was alive. I probably wasn't watching it, though.
That was such a popular segment that someone actually wrote a song called Things That Make You Go, I should play that on DJ show. But I digress.
Johnny boy in New York.
That's funny. I did not hear that live, by the way. I had to go find it on the replay. It was CNC Music, correct, Jim. It was CNC Music Factory. Things that make you go,
Things that make you go,
CNC Music Factory, in my opinion, even though that did go up the billboards, they are one-hit wonders, and they have the one song that I like. That's also a good workout song. And then there's everything else. But that one song is freaking awesome. I'd play it, but we're on the wrong show. So
go
ahead.
No, I cut you off. See, our chemistry's off. Because you cheated on me the last couple weeks.
Because you won't, because you're talking too many kings. I bet Grant Napier and you have a good chemistry since you've been cheating. No, I was just gonna say, those of you that are waiting for marble races, that might show up on Friday. I'm still trying to get the last little tweak down. And it's basically what Tyler said. I'm trying to make it so you guys don't get motion sickness while I'm trying to follow the marbles. Anyway, that might show up on DJ Haunted Horse Friday. I wasn't sure which show was going to be on Friday, Woodscopes or DJ, and we've confirmed today that it's going to be DJ, not Woodscopes. So.
DJ this Friday.
Yes. Someone say chemistry signed Chemist Jim. I don't get it, Jim. Chemist Jim.
Chemist Jim.
Jim in Indiana apparently helps out on the Frank show.
He's a
did
regular.
2 episodes of the Frank show, and then you quit.
So no, I didn't quit. I was never asked back. But here's the funny thing.
So wait a minute. This is juicy. Frank said you quit the show, and now you're saying he never asked for you back.
No.
Hey Frank, you want to borrow my lawyer?
For me back. Yeah.
I think slander. What's going on?
Mr. Vanderlei, is that correct? That's in one of the depositions. Yeah, so it is correct. No, I came in freaking. I didn't know O&P, right? And this is when I was still in coming out of the James stuff, taking shit hella seriously. I prepared for those segments. I was trying to make it straight up sportscaster segment. And he cut me loose. I didn't fit the build of what they were looking for in a sportscaster yet. Apparently. I don't know if this came up on the last show, but they get these conspiracy theory people that are drunk off their ass from the other side of the world,
That's
like
funny.
in Australia,
yeah.
drop in.
Yeah.
And this guy, I don't know if you guys talked about it, but this guy was hilarious.
He did talk about it. Yep.
He sounded. I asked him. I took a step back and I was like, "Hey, do you have a relative in the United States named Beats?" and he went off on social. He was trying to get Frank to like basically agree about some type of way of life. It was funny.
See, I don't think of Beaks as the he has some conspiracy, but he is not the. It's Jay and Humboldt, dude. That's the conspiracy guy.
Yeah, but Jay and Humboldt's seen some shit.
He has, but he's also conspiracy guy. I'm just saying. To me, Beaks, even though he got off the fat gloss, he's still, that's his thing, is he was fat. So, and Beaks, if you ever watch the show, you're getting a new gloss that isn't good. So, yeah, fix that shit. I don't like your new gloss. I don't mind the old gloss, but the new gloss is not good. So,
well, you can't say that without saying the gloss.
His drinking.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, they've called into Jim Rome's show talking about Beaks in Boozio City on a radio show that 3.5 million people listen to. So
okay,
if you're getting glossed on that show, then you need to get your shit together, dude. So anyway, and I say that with love because I am Team Beaks, and he knows.
So Beaks posts a video, and I'm not gonna say who it was directed towards.
Tom.
What's that?
Tom.
No, it wasn't Tom.
He goes after everybody, so I don't. I've seen the one where he goes after Tom. I've seen the one where yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So it wasn't. It was directed towards another fellow clone.
Oh wow.
And what a clone that you and I have been in a Twitter direct message group with.
All right.
And anyways. Beaks is like standing there and he is under this red ass light. Like he looks like a rat, like under one of the heat lamps.
Yeah.
And he's just like this every 2 seconds. Like
that's not good.
Yeah, and then his cell phone stuff. It's like always like cutting in and out.
And this is posted on Twitter, right? This isn't posted privately. This is
this is
I've seen
full
those.
For the internet.
Got it. Yeah.
And so I recreated the video as a joke.
Yeah.
Doing what he was doing, basically telling him to go away. I did not post the video online. I did send it to that person that was in the group with us.
Yeah.
But I screenshotted a picture of myself as a joke, and I've got my little, what are they called? The round lights, whatever that we use for production.
Oh yeah. The ring light.
Ring light, yeah. So I've got my ring light as close to me as possible. And I take this funny picture, and I post it next to a screenshot of Beaks, like being completely red, because in his rant in that little video, he said, "You will never be in my call, so and so." And so, next thing I know, I wake up the next morning. Because I posted a picture of me like that next to Beaks like that.
Uh-oh.
I put, "Can I be in your call, Beaks?" ? I get the most serious thing back from him. "Of course you can be in my call, brother. All of my calls are about all of you and how much that, you want to hear me And you're always with me. You clones are always with me when I call, and he tags like Rome and Tom and everybody else.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, you're tone deaf. You don't.
It is what it is. Anyway, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I was gonna say thoughts. My thoughts. I don't do thoughts and prayers, so thoughts to peaks.
Thoughts and thoughts.
Yes.
To peaks.
Anyway, yes. But all the best.
That's better than thoughts and thoughts. Just all the best.
Yes. And we talk, and I give him my advice, and someday I hope he takes it. And that's you know what? The struggle is real. Life is hard.
Yeah.
Life is hard. Here's get in, audience. I'm gonna give you Haunted Horse's piece of advice for the day. Come in. Life is hard, so don't make it any harder. There it is. Whoa! Yeah, it's hard enough then to it's like trying to swim and then grabbing an anvil and like, oh, it's like, don't grab the anvil. It's hard enough to swim as it is.
Haunted Horse, do you know something that I don't know?
Haunted Horse, wait, you know something I don't know?
Yes, Jim, life is hard, so don't try to make it harder. Oh, man.
My God.
This show is off the rails.
All right, so it's funny because we don't talk about what our stories are going to be about, and yours was about food. And because
you got a food
I am a terrible story reader, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. But what I did want to talk about is something that I was inspired by from our buddy Tyler in Oshkosh.
Tyler loves food. So if there's a story about food.
Tyler loves food.
Yes.
Tyler also loves competitive eating competitions.
Oh, yeah. He's obsessed with Joey Chestnut.
The world champ was just in his backyard a week or two ago.
Chestnut in Oshkosh.
That's right. Yeah. Well, it wasn't Oshkosh. I think it was Milwaukee he was at. But
if
basically,
you're a competitive food eater, the state to be in is Milwaukee because there's a lot of fatty. I didn't say that. I didn't.
No, keep going.
That's not the fat alarm anymore. That's the obese. I forget what the politically correct version of that. The obese sensitivity alarm or something.
The obese sensitivity. The pre-diabetes obese sensitivity alarm.
Yes.
So I started thinking like, okay, on that day they were eating burritos, but like what else do these guys like go to competitions for? And so I started looking it up, Horse, and I wanted to read some of these competitions to you. There's the
competitive eating?
Competitive eating.
All right.
These are world competitions.
All right.
The World Kimchi Eating Competition held in Chicago. Could you imagine slamming as much kimchi down your gullet as possible for 10 minutes?
I'd probably shit in my van if I did that.
I think any of these you'd probably shit in your van.
Yeah.
Or this is probably going to be Tyler's favorite one.
Ooh.
The annual Testicle Festival.
Oh.
Where the winner is the one that can eat the most Rocky Mountain oysters in 10 minutes. So the balls are deep fried. Just want to make sure we know that.
Deep fried, as opposed to what? Sushi balls?
Sushi balls.
Jeez.
In slices. Sauteed.
Wow.
Let's see. There's a couple other ones.
Sweaty balls.
The World Slug Burger Eating Championship.
What's a lug burger?
Slug.
Oh, slug burger.
Yes.
That's gross.
So
I'd rather have
it's
bananas
a
on
mixture.
a pizza than that.
It's a mixture of beef and breading that's then deep fried instead of grilled.
What was that? Gretty? What?
Breading.
Sorry.
So it's a slug burger.
That's gross.
Because it's a deep fried.
What's in the breading? There, I know someone's going to say it in the chat. That's a running joke on Twitter. Someone, Frank, I think that was one of his threads. What's in the breading or something?
What's in the breading?
Some mushrooms. They had deep fried I don't know. Whatever. I don't know where that joke came from.
And this one's not a surprise. This is love to Tyler and his state. The World Cheese Curd Eating Contest.
Real deal.
I've never had a cheese curd, but I've heard they are legit. At least the ones
you gotta
from
have
Wisconsin.
Them, they gotta squeak. If they don't squeak, then they're not good.
What do you mean they gotta
squeak? They squeak. They make a noise when you go. They go. If you do that, if they don't squeak, am I right, Tyler? If they don't squeak, they're shit.
Why the hell would a cheese curd squeak? All right.
Because that's how you know they're good. Gotta have a squeaky cheese curd. Do you have the double jointed alarm? I don't know what he's talking about. Is that something recent? What's the double jointed alarm? Jim says, do you have the double joint alarm? There's the fat alarm. Is there a double jointed alarm I don't know about?
I don't know about that one.
Jointed?
Okay, I'm going to give you one more because we have a hard out on this show this week. Stuffed quaw hog eating contest. Quaw hog. What do you guys think a quaw hog is?
A quaw hog? Quaw hog. Harley Davidson.
It's a hard-shelled
Harley Davidson. Quaw hog.
It's a hard-shelled clam, which is particularly abundant between Cape Cod and New Jersey.
A quaw hog.
So big clams.
A big clam.
I've
had some big clams before.
I wonder if they allow oil checks on those big clams for you. Send them down your gullet.
The hell are you talking about, Ryan?
Well, Jim, it's a quaw hog. It's actually a clam. It's a big clam. So
big clam from New York.
The hell are you talking about, Ryan?
Jim, it would be like an oyster for you guys out on the rich coast at Javier's, okay, Jim?
All right.
Oh my goodness.
This show jumped the quaw hog.
Yeah.
We have gooey ducks here in the Puget Sound.
Gooey ducks are nasty, bro. Aren't those the ones that look like
penis? Yes. They are huge, and have you seen this one before? Okay, woman eating live gooey duck. I never spell it right. There it is. Check this one out. This is something. All right, I gotta get the Twitter screen up here. TikTok screen. All right. Ooh, shit. Where's my 4K video? There we go. Oh wait. Hold on. Let me do it the other way. There it is. All right, watch this. You're gonna catch it on the delay, obviously. This is a live gooey duck clam. Watch this.
不准笑！喷水了。
So she's gonna dip it in some sauce. It's alive.
辣椒油。
Live. We'll do it live.
辣椒面。
She's putting whatever.
一样都不能少，不拼，老铁是不会给我双击的。
Here it goes. And she's going to bite into this thing. That's suggestive. Gotta have the sound cranked.
起来，给咱家铁子敬个礼，告诉咱家铁子，我要直播了。
The following program is intended for mature
还敢喷老铁，
audiences.
还敢喷老铁。起来，起来，
She's getting erect.
给我要个双击，给我要
The
个双
following
击。
program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
我喜欢剪
Oh, she's gonna cut
剪
it
他都
out.
过瘾，
The
剪他
Lorena
都过瘾
Bobbitt. Oh,
嘚瑟，让你天天喷我，
ouch.
让你天天喷我。
Oh, yikes. Oh.
马上开直播，直播间继续走。
Anyway, that's the show ender right there. Damn. I like how it's like all sagged over. She starts slapping it, goes.
That it's squirting from the bottom before she even takes the first bite.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
We'll be more organized next week.
I want to see Joey Chestnut eat 20 of those. He starts.
Jaws.
Nice. That first one she ate, that looked like she was giving it. I mean, she had that. She was like, I'm not going to demonstrate, but she was definitely giving that thing. Like it probably, hey, what a way to go.
She looked like a biter. That's for sure.
Okay, anyway, that's the show. When are we ever organized, dude? I'm never. I mean, at least I pulled the
The hell are you talking about, Ryan? Feel good about yourself, Ryan. I needed clarification on what the hell Ryan was talking about. Ryan trying to be Mr. Cool is so great.
And we'll end with this one.
Oh, Johnny boy.
Oh, Johnny boy. Woo! All right. We're out. Ryan's on. It's 7 o'clock with who?
Grant and
Jerry Reynolds. All right. Watch that. That'll be great. I guarantee Jerry Reynolds and Grant Napier are not going to be chewing on gooey ducks. So it'll probably be boring, but enjoy talking Kings and Golden State Warriors. There you go.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
Am I going to see you next week? We don't know yet.
Yes, maybe.
All right. Well,
yes, we'll
I'll
see.
either have him or I'll countersue his countersuit and have a co-host. We'll see. If the Kings play, it'll be someone different.
The hell are you talking about, Ryan?
All right. There we go.
Jim, I have responsibilities, Jim.
Yeah, the Kings. I can't wait till they're eliminated and you don't have any more excuses.
Yeah, right.
You'll have to do the menial shows again.
Yeah, stop it.
All right.
Stop it.
Feel good about yourself, Ryan.
All right, we're out.
I will. We're out.
You do.